Hello, my name's Hal. I'm the Head of Design here at d3t, and we've got some information that should help you through your studies. How should you go about creating a design portfolio? Well, firstly, for a designer, how useful a portfolio is depends on what sort of role you're most interested in. Level design, for example, is very well suited to helping you build a portfolio. Of course, there's all the sensible stuff like build a website and organise it with the best stuff at the top and all that sort of stuff. But I'm assuming you know all that. A level is not simply a piece of art. Its purpose is to be experienced, it's interactive. So you have to create levels that can be played. Better than that is creating a level for an existing game. Why? Because that way you don't have to explain mechanics or how characters interact and all that stuff. You can simply show off your creation. Arguably, the most important bit though is your explanation. Presenting a finished piece of work can show off your skills, but it doesn't illustrate your thought processes. Why is that window there? What did you want to achieve in the early part of the level? How did you play with player expectations? This is the bit that really allows you to show off. Show that you fundamentally understand what will be going on in a player's mind, that you have contemplated different possibilities and have come to a particular conclusion. For UI design, I think there are similarities. So again, create some UIs for a game or a feature that you don't have to explain. How might you approach character customization, for example? What is your killer idea for making an option screen so much more intuitive? When you explain your processes, this is where you can demonstrate your understanding of UX. How are you helping players understand what you're trying to show them? How have you avoided information overload or inattentional blindness? Lastly, we've got mechanic design. So this one's different to the others. How can you create a portfolio of your creative game mechanics? One answer is to make games and include links to them in your website. The problem there is that I, looking for a potential hire, don't know how much of that game will be down to just you. So instead, I'd love to know how much you understand a game. Choose a game you know really well and dissect it. Take it apart and indicate how all the different bits fit together. I'm not talking about taking the code base apart, this is purely an explanation of the game mechanics. Everything in a game is a decision that someone has made, which means there are reasons behind everything you see, hear and experience in a game. If you can explain to me why a game is built the way it is, I'll be thoroughly impressed. Get inside the designer's mind to figure out what they wanted to achieve, why the game ended up with this particular game mechanic. How will the game be different if other decisions have been made? Explaining something at that level, and it will be clear that you know what you're talking about. So that's my recommendation.